80% of real estate agents will never break the $50,000 income barrier. They're making the same critical mistakes that keeps them struggling while a select few are crushing it at 7 figures annually. I'm about to reveal the one thing that separates multi-million-dollar agents from everyone else, and it's probably not what you think. Here's what most agents don't realize they're doing wrong. They're operating as lone wolves in an industry that rewards strategic partnerships. While they're grinding through cold calls and praying for the next referral, top performers have cracked a code that transformed their entire business model. Picture this scenario. You find the perfect buyer for a beautiful property, but when it comes time to close, their financials fall through. Deal dead, commission gone, client frustrated. This happens more often than anyone really wants to admit because most agents treat the financing piece as someone else's problem altogether. The struggling majority treats mortgage professionals as the necessary evil, someone to just dump their clients on and hope for the best. They feel as they have no relationship with lenders, no understanding of the financing strategies, and absolutely no leverage when it comes to getting the most complicated deals done. Meanwhile, there's a small group of agents who approach this completely different. They've discovered that the mortgage side of the transaction isn't just a hurdle to overcome, it's actually their secret weapon for dominating in their market. These agents understand something fundamental that changes everything about how they operate. And before you think, this is just about finding a good lender to refer to, but let me stop you right there. What I'm talking about goes deeper and creates exponentially bigger results. Let's talk about what this mistake is actually costing you. When you don't have strategic financing partnerships, you're operating with a massive blind spot and it's sabotaging your success. You're losing deals when you should be winning them because you can't guide clients through complex financing scenarios. You're missing out on higher price listings because luxury buyers need more sophisticated financing strategies. You're getting beat by competitors who can offer financing solutions you don't even know how to discuss intelligently. But here's where it gets really painful. You're also missing the biggest opportunity for sustainable growth, and that's referral multiplication. Think about it. Every transaction touches multiple parties, but you're only capturing a fraction of that potential network. The agents stuck in feast or famine cycle are there because they're treating each deal as a one-off transaction instead of building a system that generates ongoing opportunities. They're working in their business instead of on it, always chasing the next deal instead of creating a predictable income stream. And the worst part, the longer you operate this way, the further behind you're actually gonna fall. While you're grinding for individual sales, top performers are building referral machines that compound their success month after month after month. So what's the one thing that changes everything? Multi-million-dollar producers don't just work with mortgage professionals, they form strategic partnerships that transform the entire business model. These top performers understand that controlling the financing conversation gives them unprecedented leverage in every aspect of their business. When you can guide clients through complex financial scenarios, or when you can offer solutions other agents can't even discuss, you're no longer just an agent hoping to get chosen, but it goes much deeper than just knowing about loans. The real game changer is building relationships with mortgage professionals who become an extension of your business. Imagine having financing experts who understand your market, your clients, your goals, partners who are invested in your success because your success drives their success. This creates a ripple effect that most agents have never seen or even realized is possible. When you have strong mortgage partnerships, you become the go-to agent for complex deals. You attract high-end clients who need sophisticated financing strategies. You get referrals not just from past clients, but from the entire network your mortgage partners serve. The million-dollar agents didn't get there by accident. They build systematic approaches to partnership that develop and create predictable, sustainable growth. They understand that in today's market, the agents who control the financing conversation typically control all of the deals. And here's what's beautiful about this approach. It's completely scalable. The better your partnerships, the more opportunities are gonna flow your way. Let me break down exactly how this works in practice because understanding the strategy is what separates those who implement from those who just consume content. First, top agents identify mortgage professionals who share their commitment to excellence and client service. This isn't about finding someone who can just process loans. It's about finding partners who understand that every client interaction reflects on both of your businesses. Second, they create systems for seamless collaboration. This means establishing communication protocols, sharing client management approaches, and developing processes that make the entire transaction smoother for everyone. Third, and this is crucial, they build their marketing and business development around these partnerships. Instead of competing with every other agent on the same level, they position themselves as the agents who can handle complex situations and deliver results others can't. The most successful agents take this even further though. They become the central hub connecting multiple professionals, mortgage brokers, attorneys, inspectors, contractors, creating a whole network that generates opportunities from multiple sources, not just one. And this approach will transform how they operate at every level. Their client consultations become more valuable because they can address financing concerns immediately. Their listing presentations become more compelling because they can demonstrate how they'll handle buyer financing issues. Their referral generation multiplies because they're connected to professionals serving the same target market as them. The key is understanding that this isn't about just finding vendors who can offer services, but it's about building a business ecosystem that supports exponential growth. So let me paint a picture of how this plays out in the real world. Imagine an agent who previously struggled to close deals consistently, always wondering where the next commission would come from. By implementing strategic mortgage partnerships, everything changes. Now when they see potential clients, they're not just another agent hoping to get chosen. They're a resource who can discuss financing options, explain complex scenarios, and provide solutions that give buyers confidence that they're going to be the best agent. So how do you actually implement this? Because knowledge without action is just entertainment, and I want you to get results from any of this. Start by evaluating the mortgage professionals in your market. Look for partners who demonstrate the same level of professionalism and client focus that you want to be known for. This isn't about finding the cheapest rates in town. It's about finding professionals who understand that your reputation is online with every referral. Next, develop systematic approaches for collaboration. So create processes for sharing client information, establishing any communication protocol, and build feedback loops that allow both businesses to improve. The goal is seamless coordination that makes every transaction smoother. Then, integrate this partnership approach into your marketing and your positioning. Instead of being just another agent, you become the agent who can handle complex situations and deliver results others can't. This differentiation becomes a powerful advantage for you. Most importantly, think long-term. These partnerships compound over long periods of time. The relationships you build today become the foundation for growth that continues expanding year after year. The agents who implement this strategy don't just see incremental improvement, they experience the fundamental business transformation that positions them just for long-term success in any market condition. This is how you build a real estate business that works for you instead of constantly working for it. If you're ready to stop struggling with inconsistent income and start building the strategic partnerships that separate multi-million-dollar agents from everything else, I've created something specifically for you. The multi-million-dollar agents partnership blueprint breaks down exactly how to identify, approach, and develop the mortgage partnerships that transform your business. This isn't theoretical, it's the practical roadmap that top performers use to build their referral networks and dominate markets. Comment blueprint below and I'll make sure you get access to this resource that's already helping agents transform their businesses. And if this video opened your eyes to what's actually possible when you stop operating as a lone wolf, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm constantly sharing strategies that separate top performers from the struggling majority. Your success is my success, so let's build something amazing together.